Family, today we are going to talk so lengthy without playing videos because we need to unpack what was going on in court. Looking at everything that is going on in court, it gives me goosebumps that up to today, we've got a senior investigator called Brigadier Gininda who has not brought anything, I mean anything, that shows that the people who are in the dock killed SENZO. To date, as he was giving evidence of phones today of Zongo communicating with accused number one, and the bank card moving around, we understand that that was a bank card for accused number one. And we understand that the evidence that they are giving in court, it shows the card moving around Johannesburg when he said he was in KwaZulu-Natal at home. But what is so strange about everything? I remember one of the defense, I can't remember who was showing a certain hostel and showing the buildings that were behind, that he talked about something, or she talked, it's either Mshororo or Mnisi or whoever was in the defense. And Rata stood up or objected when that person or that lawyer on the defense side said, you could see the picture shows the buildings from behind, that this is the kind of hostel where this accused was on that certain day. And Rata himself said, no, you can't tell me about the building. At least you can talk about the street. But Gininda is showing us a picture and a building that he knows the place, and the same judge is not objecting to that. We want to talk about double standard and biasness. Okay, let's get back to the card, moving around. I stand to be corrected. I've never seen a law or read a law that I cannot give anybody my card, or any member of the family my card, to go wherever and use, and I can give that person a PIN number or to go and draw money or use the card, or he's working somewhere, he doesn't have a bank account, he can just every time get paid in my account, and I can always send him the money or send her the money. Or I can, that person can go and buy or stay in Joburg, you give her the card, you say, okay, I will always call you to do things for me, do this for me. When you come home, you must bring me this, have my card, because I have another card that I can use around here at home. Say you have got different kind of bank accounts in different banks. You can do that. So this brings me to say to Gininda and BALOI, whatever evidence they are bringing about the card, I know a lot of people are celebrating and they are saying, oh, accused number one has been proved that he has been lying in court, saying he was not in Johannesburg during this kind of a year and this year. It's too early to celebrate, my people. I can assure you that is too early to celebrate, because the case is not about the card, the movement of the card. It's about who deleted SENZO Meyiwa's life. That's where we stand today. And we have not seen a single evidence that comes from Brigadier Gininda and BALOI that proves that the 5 accused who are in the dock are the people who committed this crime, deleted SENZO Meyiwa. There's nothing. And what Gininda is not telling us, he is not telling us about the movement of Longwe Twala from the house. Because Longwe Twala, we understand, he was the first one to stand up and run out of the house. As Tumelo say, we can believe it or we cannot believe it, because we have a feeling that Longwe Twala is the one who deleted, because we don't hear Brigadier Gininda bringing evidence about Longwe Twala, that Longwe Twala was in the house. How did you maneuver Longwe Twala? You came with a car in that place, but you were able to be traced when you were on the road. And there's nothing that we hear. How did you leave the house? What really happened when you leave the house? If there were any intruders, we don't hear that. The only thing we hear is about the plastic bags that were carrying money that were, when they downloaded his phone, those were found. That is what we know. We don't hear why there were no cartridges in the scene of crime. We don't hear Gininda telling us that. As a senior investigator, a lead investigator in that case, there's nothing that we hear from him, or there's nothing that he has brought in court that ties the 5 accused in court. We heard about Vodafone state phone data showing us this, and the phone data, the same phone data, proved that Kelly Kumalo never communicated with accused number 5. And there was an egg on their face, which is BALOI and Gininda, who were trying to fabricate evidence. Stein tried to change PDF to Excel, and he failed because the defense caught up on him. Why I am bringing out all these things? It is because Gininda has not convinced either of the people or the family to understand that the case is taking shape. But what we see, we keep on seeing drip, new evidence, that and that and that and that and that they're bringing up in the court. There's nothing that they have brought in this court to date that we can say it's tangible, that we can say we have something tangible that Gininda, in his investigation, he brought up this kind of evidence in court to prove that these are the people who deleted SENZO Meyiwa. Has the court changed the mandate of the case of SENZO Meyiwa? Now we are on a case of tracking bank cards. Because the bank card, it doesn't mean a bank card is always attached to the owner. It's like a phone, like they always say in that court, that it's only the number that even Pinky, Vodacom analysis told us it's only the number that was pinning in such towers, but not the person. No one between BALOI, Gininda, and everybody, even the judge cannot, with his head high, and say, yes, I got accused number one. People can celebrate for a short time. Let's wait and see when the defense, that Gininda is trying to discredit, that, okay, your client has been lying. There's always an answer for everything. Gininda must come to court and tell us that this is what link, because all the links that Gininda gave us in court, even the one for accused number 5 and Kelly, did not work because there was never a conversation between Kelly and accused number 5. So I have heard SABC, Linda, or whoever this guy is, said, oh, Gininda was there trying to prove the lies of accused number 1. I will not take that stand and say he did a good job. There's no good job Gininda has. We are not in a case of tracking accused number 1 bank cards. We are in a case to know who deleted SENZO Meyiwa. The family needs closure. We do not need what Gininda is giving us in court. It's just a waste of time. Why is he bringing this kind of thing? Because he understands that the social media has crippled him. He has been doing all these things without being noticed. But now he has been exposed. We are not talking about bank cards here. We are talking about the life that was deleted. Because at least if he is connecting the card to the murder of SENZO Meyiwa, it will be understood. It is not connecting anything. We have not had any big money because we understand that we were told that Kelly Kumalo was the mastermind who asked the Tinkabi to go and delete SENZO Meyiwa. And we understand they were paid according to Gininda's evidence, which is not true because he has not proven it at any place since the case started. Seeing pictures of money in plastic bags in people's phone does not mean that money was money for paying the deletion of SENZO Meyiwa. None of them can prove that. So the story of a card and everything, telling us about the card, it moved there and there. Let's not get excited over nothing. Let us wait for the defense until they take the stand to show Gininda that he has got no case against the people who are on the dock. Because what Gininda is trying to do is trying to delay the case with BALOI. For what good reason, I don't know. But their time is coming when the defense will take the stand and they will be talking about the case. I remember last time I said Mngomezulu was always sleeping when Pinky was giving evidence of phone data, the movement of phones, because he had no interest on that. And even the question that he asked Pinky were very few, because it's not about how SENZO was deleted. People who are supposed to be brought, or people who are supposed to be really interrogated, all the people who were in the house until they give the facts exactly what really happened. A lot of people have died in this case that had information about what happened there. As to how they died, nobody can tell. A lot of people doing content are being threatened because they're talking about this case. Some of them, they fear for their life. They're being tracked everywhere. If this evidence of Gininda is legit, or he had evidence that tie all the accused together to prove that they killed SENZO, they wouldn't be bringing all this kind. They just pick anything they find on the road and bring it up there. They bring everything there. Why they don't bring Absalom Zoom to the stand? Because they should bring him so we can hear what he's going to say. Now, he gave a statement, but he cannot be brought. I'm happy that Ivan wants to come, the boss of Orlando Pirates. He wants to tell his side of the story. If BALOI, they tried to do what they did with Gininda, the changing of PDF to Excel so that they can manipulate it. If they did that to Ivan's statement, they better be careful. Whatever affidavit that Ivan brought or gave them, they should give the original one, because it's going to be painful. And you could see from BALOI's face, he doesn't look like a happy prosecutor. It's like something is eating on him. They're trying to explain things that we are not expecting them to explain. We need to know who killed SENZO Meyiwa, the celeb, the legend. That's what we want to know. Not what they are giving us today in court. We are not interested. Siyacela Gininda, awuke usize, usinikeze ubufakazi obukhombayo ukuthi these people who are in the dock yibo abantu ababulala uSenzo. Ubese usinikeza from the house, inside the house, the picture as to exactly what happened and why the scene of crime was cleaned. And the bullet that was on the door, where did it go? That was moved from the door. That should be your investigation. The gun that was used. Don't come and defend Chico's gun. You tested a wrong gun. The gun that was supposed to be tested is the revolver. It's the only gun that does not leave cartridges. You know very well there were no cartridges there. Let us be honest with each other. This is a country. We have investors who are looking into the country, who want to invest their money into the country. They cannot invest in a lawless country whereby their monies will not be protected. When we have a broken justice system where somebody can be deleted and we can see this kind of games going on, we see the judge winking, doing everything with witnesses, all these things we see. And nobody from the JC who say, even Mlambo is not saying anything about it. Not that they don't see all these things that are happening in the social media, that is happening in that court. Because it's not fabricated. It's exactly what is happening. Nobody's altering the pictures that are happening in that court. Everything that is there, it's exactly what is happening in all the platforms that you see of social media. My last warning to Gininda and BALOI and the judge. Whatever you do, good or bad, will always hunt you. If it's for the good, it will hunt you for the good. If it is for the bad, it will hunt you for the bad. Let us remember, the family of Meyiwa needs closure as to how their son was deleted. Let us not play games with the family. Let us not put people who did not do anything behind bars. Let us bring evidence, Gininda, that is legit, that ties all the 5 accused on SENZO Meyiwa's case. You have not bring anything, I mean anything, that can prove that those people are the people who deleted SENZO Meyiwa. Family, drop your comment respectfully, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ngiyanithanda nonke ngothando lukaNdaba. Ngithini bantu bakithi noma ngabe izindlu zodaka kusekhaya la. What I will say at last, I will sing this song that say, akalalanga uSenzo uguce ngamadolo. But akalala uSenzo uguce ngamadolo, umele kuthi kuboshwe oGininda. Akalala uSenzo uguce ngamadolo, umele kuboshwe corrupt officers. Bravo, bravo, bravo.